Our next fighter making his way to the cage, Ryan Lilley.
And now for the main event of the evening, a University of Mixed Martial Arts Featherweight Championship Tournament match between Ryan Lilley and Tommy Aaron. First up, Ryan Lilley, a three-time University of Mixed Martial Arts veteran, currently sporting a record of 2 wins and 3 losses, but like many of the guys that we see here, those losses do not tell the whole story. Ryan Lilley's one of those guys who comes at you. Strong kicks and punches thrown at all levels, tight strikes thrown in combinations, and super tough. No matter how tired he gets, that guy keeps coming forward. Fighting out of Boss Rutten's Elite MMA, the 24-year-old stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He wants to fight professionally, which is not the case for all amateurs, and he's been making a pretty strong case he has a future for us so far.
Yeah, you know, like, he's 2 and 3, but, you know, this is the time to get those losses, figure out those mistakes. We film these things, so going back and analyzing those and finding your mistakes is key. You have a guy, Boss Rutten, who's a master of figuring out mistakes and figuring out what your strengths and weaknesses are and working towards them.
His opponent making his way to the cage, Tommy the Spaniard Aaron.
Big cheers from a hometown crowd here for Tommy the Spaniard Aaron, fighting out of ETC with a diverse background in Muay Thai, kickboxing, grappling, as you expect from any of the young fighters coming up now. The 19-year-old stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, with a camo record of 1 win and no losses, but also 3 wins in pancration.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him. Both these guys, I like their style and their more their demeanor than anything. I dig what they bring to the table. These are young dudes that are like, these will be 2 guys we will see in the pro ranks. I don't know exactly how they're going to do or if they'll lead the regional circuit, but they're going to do well. Tommy, his last fight, really creative, not not hesitant to try certain stuff. He's a creative dude. He's got I think the right mind for MMA to think outside the box and to try stuff and, you know, not be afraid. And he's just confident in his skills, whether they're really good or they're not. You have to have confidence in what you bring to the table, and he definitely does. And same with Lilley. So this is a good fight.
It's going to be interesting here. One of the big points for Tommy Aaron in the past has been his cardio mixed with hand speed. His hands stay quick late into the fight. Ryan Lilley, big on that early rush, but he's been in some wars and seen himself get tired in the 3rd round. Not so much a fault of his own, more a fault of the pace that gets pushed by his opponents.
Yeah, and that, for the weight that they do fight at, that is the type of pace you do have to keep to be competitive as a pro at this weight class, and the way MMA is progressing. You have to keep that high pace, and we're going to see it right now.
This should be a war. Let's get started with Salvador Arellano.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a moment you've been waiting for, the main event of the evening. Brought to you by bodybuilding.com. Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds, with the winner moving on in the U of MMA Featherweight Tournament. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestling and strike fighter. He steps into the cage with a record of 2 wins and 3 losses. 1 win coming by way of knockout, 1 by submission. He stands at 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in officially at 145.6 pounds. Representing Boss Rutten's Elite MMA from Thousand Oaks, California, Ryan Lilley. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. He comes to the cage with a record of 1 win and no losses. He stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighing at 144.2 pounds. Fighting with Elite Training Center Redondo Beach. From Palma de Mallorca, España, Tommy the Spaniard Aaron. Man in charge of the action, Red Francisco.
In the next 6 minutes or less, we will determine who moves on to the finals of the University of Mixed Martial Arts Featherweight Championship Tournament. Ryan Lilley in the black shorts, Tommy Aaron in the white shorts. Who is the superior featherweight? We'll find out. It starts here.
Expect fireworks.
Tommy Aaron feinting a lot early. Low kick misses. Nice catch of the kick from Ryan Lilley. Overhand right, now pushing.
Nice job there. Nice transition to back. He did lose position. He is trying, he has a submission attempt here. Let's see if he transitions. Does a good job of almost like a reverse sprawl sweep and ends up on top. He's got to watch because he can get his back taken. Locks up a pretty tight little choke. Has a good hold of the lower body. Not a lot of room for arch, but this is tight. It is finishable from here.
Ryan Lilley really cranking on this guillotine.
It looks like he's about to pop out, and he's out of it.
And Tommy Aaron,
in a crucifix position with his arm trapped, does the right thing and bridges out and gets out of the submission. Nice exchange by the two guys. She's seen some high-class jiu-jitsu and grappling right here.
Amazing scrambles from the 245-pound fighters. Nothing less than we expected. Tommy Aaron pushing the pace. Ryan Lilley having a full answer for it. Now, Tommy Aaron trying to punish inside on the clinch on the cage.
Let's see if he goes for the same guillotine. He's getting lifted. He doesn't have control of the head and gets taken down. And into full mount. He's got to watch out because the Spaniard has good submission. He has to watch out for the armbar. But they're back. He gives up his back.
Third time Tommy Aaron mounts Ryan Lilley, but so far Ryan's done a great job of escaping each time. But now Tommy Aaron taking the back of the fighter from Boss Rutten's Elite MMA. And there goes Tommy, flattening him out, trying for the choke. Ryan Lilley, though, turning in. Can he survive to the end of the round?
It looks like he gets out of the choke, but he's eating some punches. Big ground and pound by Tommy the Spaniard. And that is the round right there. Great round of fighting from these two 145-pound amateur athletes here at the University of MMA.
That's a barn burner of a first 120 seconds, which you expect from the 145ers. Really great aggression and control from Tommy Aaron. On the flip side, Ryan Lilley, fantastic defensive jiu-jitsu.
Amazing defense. You know, you got to watch out. There's a couple of spots where he's leaving himself open, and Spaniard is taking control of that. He sees holes and jumps on with the grappling. That is going to be the key for Tommy to win. I think the corner needs to be telling Ryan Lilley, keep the fight standing, because the style of grappling against each other, I think Aaron has a slight advantage. It's just more aggressive. I think Lilley's a good guy when he's on top. He's just a little exposed when he's not on top.
Tommy Aaron so far getting the better of the grappling exchanges, but there's still a whole 4 minutes remaining in this fight. As we move into the second round, you might have Tommy Aaron with that control up a little bit on these cards, but it's still anybody's fight.
Oh, totally anyone's fight. You know, I think that's clearly a Tommy Aaron, the Spaniard round, but it's only one. There's two more, and you know, there's got to be the adjustments have to be made, and they got to be made fast, and they have to be the right adjustments.
Now this is a war, just like every Ryan Lilley fight turns into.
Of course, there's always a war.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, round two. It's time to get loud.
What are we going to see from Ryan Lilley in this second round? Is he going to fire up like he normally does in round two and really put it on the young Tommy Aaron?
I think he needs to pick his shots, try to do some countering and land some big blows. He needs to remind Aaron that he's in a fight. He hasn't landed anything really flush on the face. So usually when you land a nice flush shot, sometimes guys change up their game plan. I think that's what Lilley needs to do, is try to land a shot here.
Ryan Lilley doing a great job controlling distance, avoiding the strikes. of Tommy Aaron, but Tommy Aaron seems to have a lot of pep in his step, a lot of snap on those strikes.
He might get his back taken out right here. He's got to be careful.
Tommy Aaron really strong in the clinch, a place that's really tough against Ryan Lilley.
Incredibly tough. You know, that's the right move. You gotta realize the cage is behind you. Give up your back, work your way towards the cage, and fight the hands. And it's exactly what he did, and he's out. So proper defense there. He's got to watch out for the Darce choke, and he's fine. He's still being pressed against the cage, but doing a good job defending any possible submissions.
Tommy Aaron pouring it on, trying to stay tight on Ryan Lilley.
So he's transitioned to a Kimura, which he can transition to an armbar, but he lost it.
Ryan Lilley never out of a fight, but Tommy Aaron really doing his best to make sure that Lilley does not get any relief from the pressure.
Yeah, here we are again with Lilley mounted with under 30 seconds. Doing a good job. Looks like he's got to be careful here. If he does a tight submission here with that arm over the leg trapped on the arm there, you have a couple submission opportunities. What he's doing right here. That's the proper, you can do a reverse triangle. And it looks like he almost is cinching it up. He might not have enough time. And the round is over.
Ryan Lilley doing a good job escaping out of the back of that mount one more time. You know, he's been in that position a few times, scoots out under, getting back to his feet. The toughness of Ryan Lilley definitely on the forefront here tonight.
After party, a fourth floor here at the Club
Aaron
Nokia.
just is not letting up.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some high-level jiu-jitsu from Tommy. You know, he took third place last year at the LA International Open BJJ tournament. So he's got some good jiu-jitsu. If I was Ryan Lilley, like I said before, he's got to find a way to stay square. Every time either Tommy tries for a takedown, Ryan tries for a takedown, he makes small mistakes and gives up big opportunities. He gave up his back twice by making minor mistakes on the takedown defense. Instead of controlling a whizzer and overhook, he controls the head. And I think that needs to be an immediate fix. He's going to find himself on the mat again.
Ryan Lilley, one of the toughest guys we've seen in the University of Mixed Martial Arts.
This is our third and final round.
Tommy Aaron, one of the most skilled young talents we've seen, though.
Super skilled, super young, you know. I love seeing these young kids, like these teenagers that have crazy MMA skills, no fear. You know, we're at a different time now. We're watching MMA all the time. You just learn by watching. He could find himself on the mat again. Lilley has control of the head. He needs to at least pop his head up like he's doing here, and he needs to land some strikes. We're at about 1:30 left. It's time to land some big blows. Change the pace of this fight.
Ryan Lilley trying to counter Tommy Aaron when he comes in.
You know, he's
finding some success.
Uppercuts, hooks, and straight rights. That's what I was talking about. The way he defends that takedown, and Tommy once again gets the takedown. Lilley pops back on up. And see how he controls the head? He should be controlling that arm that's around the back. Once you do that, the guy can't get behind you.
Ryan Lilley avoids the second big slam of the round, but ends up yet again mounted by Tommy Aaron. 1 minute remaining in this main event featherweight tournament championship matchup between Tommy Aaron, currently mounting in the white trunks, and Ryan Lilley on the bottom in the black.
Doing a good job of not really giving up any submissions, but he has to, you know, with 40 seconds, you got to make something happen.
Big punches coming down from Tommy Aaron.
Be near the cage. He's doing the right. Be near the cage. Put your feet on the cage. Push off. Aaron doing a good job, just keeping him there, riding himself out in the semifinals.
Get that choke. Let's finish it.
Aaron's corner calling for him to flatten out Ryan Lilley, go for the choke. 14 seconds remaining in this featherweight eliminator. And an arm triangle attempt from Tommy Aaron. He loses it. Ryan gets back to his feet. Can someone find light in a bottle?
Fantastic fight by these two. Laying it all out there. Great, great semifinals of this four-man tournament.
Have yet to see a boring fight from Ryan Lilley, much less a boring round. That guy always brings it, but the story tonight is the technical expertise of 19-year-old Tommy the Spaniard Aaron.
Yeah, he's really good, and you know, and like I said, there was a few little technical things that really made Aaron stand out more than Lilley, but these guys were both game. I think the big difference is when the match hit the floor, how Aaron was able to take dominant positions and keep them. When he lost one, he was able to float and advance to another dominant position. So he was able to go from mount to taking the back to mount, taking the back. You got to be able to do that. You know, if the guy starts rolling, you got to be able to hip up and move with it and maintain your top position.
One thing we saw improved from Lilley tonight was his stamina. He was definitely more capable and in this fight in the third round than we've seen in the past. But he just ran up against a guy whose game plan seemed to be superior.
Yeah, and his game plan, he might have saw some holes and tried to capitalize on them. He trains with a lot of wrestlers, and he was able to, once he realized he had a dominant position, stick with it, pressure, throw some strikes. He has a good ability to maintain that position, and that's what it's all about. He pretty much found good positions and stayed there and capitalized on them by never being in a bad spot. He got taken down once in the first round. That was the only time where you saw him really on his back. Every other time, he's trying top submissions.
Celebration in the corner of Tommy Aaron with his teammates from ETC. Really a talented camp over there. We've seen many of their fighters in the cage here for the University of Mixed Martial Arts.
Yeah, they're definitely an up-and-coming team for sure. I've been on some pretty good teams, and the teams always grow, and you have a bunch of young, hungry fighters that all want to help each other learn and kind of form a family. And the whole goal is to have a really good team, not focus around one fighter that is your prodigy in something. It's where everyone's trying to help each other and get each other better. That's that type of team. I see it in how they hang out with each other, and congratulations to the winner of this one.
A fantastic main event to cap off this Sunday evening. For the official call, let's go to the cage with Salvador Arellano.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands for these two warriors. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score the fight the same, 30-27. All in favor for your winner by unanimous decision. And moving on in the featherweight tournament, Tommy the Spaniard Aaron!
Let's give it up for both these fighters. That fight, no less than the fireworks we expected. Tommy, how you feeling?
I feel great. I feel awesome.
It was an awesome fight.
Yes, it was very fun. Very fun.
How aware were you going into the cage that the way into the championship fight was through this one?
I expected it was going to be a tough fight, and I was right. Ryan's a great fighter, and he comes out of a great school, so I just want to thank them for taking the fight.
Great show of sportsmanship. Thank you. Now, can we expect more fireworks in the featherweight championship?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
There's a lot of people that came out to give you love. You want to give them a shout out?
Yes, I want to thank everybody that came out from Elite. Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my coaches and my team very much, and everybody that's helped me. And I have to say, Elite Training Center has changed my life. It's an amazing place. It's my sanctuary. It's my home. I want to thank Roman Todorovic, Josiah Adobe, Scientific Fit Inc. I want to thank Travis with his awesome jiu-jitsu, my coach, Brian Roshback. I want to thank Kenny Johnson from Black House as well for helping me out. His wrestling is the best out there, and I want to thank everybody at Black House that helped me as well. And I want to thank Shawnee for putting everything up and pushing me down that road. So I got to give thanks to her a lot. So.
Classy and a killer. We love Tommy Aaron. Give it up for him. He will be facing Jacob Rosales in the featherweight championship. Let's hear it for him.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I love you guys. U of MMA.
Thank you for coming out to the U of MMA. Drive safely. We will see you in our next fight.
Your winner, and moving on to the University of Mixed Martial Arts
ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder,
title
after party
bout,
on the 4th floor.
Tommy Aaron.
There we have it, our end of our U of MMA. I'm Andrew Montanez, this is Rick Slayton, and we'll see you next time.